through. I paint pictures with my words, tangled thoughts and feelings. GrowingGames.com, Rory Favreau. Tangled thoughts and feelings.
Oh, I'm on camera. Shit. Hey there, guys, and welcome to the Growing Gamers podcast. My name's Tori Favreau. This is coming to you from Geelong, Victoria, Australia. If you're not sure where that is, like if you're from the US or just from a part of Oz that you just don't know for some reason, have a look. It's fucking beautiful. I do a gaming and pop culture podcast where basically I just do what I want. If there's a fucking category for doing what you want, then that's the category that I fall under. Doing what I want, fucking just living the podcasting, you know, being in the moment dream. Fucking hell, I know I'm fat, but sitting the way I'm sitting, it makes me look like I'm a fucking tank. Now, if you watched the previous show, I did explain I'm doing back-to-back, so as you guys have more content during the isolation period. So, same t-shirt, because I've literally just finished recording a YouTube for you, which I'll convert to audio. You can find the Growing Gamers podcast on Facebook. You can find it at thegrowinggamers.com. You can also find the YouTube channel if you just simply type in the Growing Gamers into a YouTube search. As previously explained, I feel dumb saying the same stuff like within 5 minutes of saying it, but that is what it is. That's my issue, not yours. Yeah, I don't have enough followers on YouTube to have my own URL, I don't think. So you just got to go to YouTube and type in the Growing Gamers and you'll find me, because it's me doing that thing, okay? If you're used to what the art is. Though, I'll tell you what, I've got tons more tats since then, since I took the picture, I think. And my beard's longer. And my hair is, like, shorter at the moment. But not on top. Tell you what, though, there's a fair bit of gel in there. I digress. I'm sorry. How can you help it when you've got the dulcet tones of a fucking angel and the vocab of fucking Socrates? I don't know if Socrates actually had good vocab or not. Socrates, soccer mum, big van, kids in it, driving. Totally digressing. I am parched. I've been talking non-stop for like 20 minutes. Just let me have a little sip of my iced coffee. See, this is weird. Like, this is going to go across 2 days. And some of you may think, fucking hell, is he homeless? The fucking shows are done in a car. He's wearing the same fucking t-shirt. And it looks like he's drinking out of the same milk container. I'm not homeless, but all the rest is true. Just not over a 2-day period. All right. Good job, Tori. Get it off the moustache. I normally know when I'm meant to see my hairdresser because the mo starts going a bit crazy. But, you know, we can deal with that, friends. We can deal with it. So, yeah, I review video games, pop culture, whatever the fuck I want to. And hopefully you enjoy the ride and we enjoy chatting to each other. Please feel free to contact the show. Don't just click like on Facebook. Write a cheeky comment. You know, make fun of me if you want to. If you're a fucking internet troll, interaction is key. You know, if people interact, I'll bring it onto the show. We'll have fun together. I do the live video game. So, you know, if you subscribe on YouTube, you should get an alert when that's going on. And I can read comments as I'm playing. You know, don't come there if you want great video gameplay, because it's not going to happen. It's just me having fun. I review stuff. I've got an open mind for every genre. But, look, there's a couple of games I'm good at, but not all of them. I'm not like some channel that you'd tune into to see fucking elite fucking first-person shooter action, which I love, but I'm shit at it, but I love it. I generally have to play games on like normal or easy. If it's a fucking hard mode or whatever, fuck that shit. I just want the fucking story and to shoot a few fools in a non-threatening environment. It's like, you know, I'm playing Resident Evil 3 at the moment, and it's amazing. But I'm pretty sure I'm doing it on easy because I just want to enjoy the story. I know that I don't have the fucking reflexes of Adonis. So I'm not even going to try. Anyhow, dun dun dun. It's time for your fucking movie review, son. Okay. So this one I saw first off when I was flying back from America on a plane, and I enjoyed it. It's directed by Jim Jarmuschka. I've got no idea. Jim Jarmusch? Let's say that. But it's called The Dead Don't Die. Got it? Can you see that? Okay. So the main thing for me was the fucking cast is amazing. Jarmusch does good movies. This, I will say this though, it is a zombie movie for you, in case you're wondering what genre it is, and a fucking hand coming out of the dirt, and the words "The Dead Don't Die." It's not going to be a movie for everyone. I love this movie. I think it's fantastic. I think it's funny. It's whimsical. If I was to give it a direct sort of feel, to give you an idea if it's something you'd want to watch, I would say imagine Fargo, either the TV series, but more the movie, mixed with zombies, or Shaun of the Dead. So Fargo mixed with Shaun of the Dead. I've done a few Shaun of the Dead comparisons lately with movies, like in terms of comedic timing, though Shaun of the Dead is funnier than this in its own way. Like the comedy's more obvious. This is a movie that makes fun of itself. It does not take itself at all seriously, which I love. Starring, now I'm just going to read directly from here because check out this fucking cast. Okay, so Bill Murray, Adam Driver, they're two of your main ones. Okay, Tilda Swinton, Chloe Sevigny, Steve Buscemi, Danny Glover, don't know who this guy is, Caleb Landry Jones, Rosie Perez, Sarah Driver, Iggy Pop, the RZA, Selena Gomez, Carol Kane, and Tom Waits. Seriously, they've all agreed to be in this movie, and it fucking just pulls the piss out of shit. Sorry, translation is it makes fun of everything. I just realised that some of our vernacular, like Aussies listening to this, would know what I was saying. But some of you guys from other countries would be going, pulls the urine out of the feces. What does that even mean, you fucking idiot? Yeah, I get it. The way we talk is a bit weird. But yeah, pulls the piss out of shit. Pulling the piss means to make fun. So, you know, or if you say to someone, are you taking the piss? It's, are you lying or are you making fun of me? There's a lot of weird things about the way we speak that I guess everyone's got their own sort of way of talking. But yeah, it's funny. I know in particular, some Americans struggle with our accent, or depending on which part of the States they're from. You know, I always talk about my recent trip to America, which I so thoroughly enjoyed. But yeah, I was, a lot of the time, people wouldn't understand what I was saying. And then my friend Anita, who I spent time with over there, she would have to say, basically do a fucking translation, just a little translation. And she kept apologizing that people didn't understand me. And I was like, why would they have met an Australian before, I guess? But that was a good time. I really enjoyed it over there. So, you know, and I've got friends all throughout the United States. I am thinking of you all as well, especially you guys around New York. The situation's fucked. Just be safe, all of you. I don't care where you're from, whether you're fucking around the fucking corner and you're listening to the show and I don't know about it. Just be safe. Because it's dangerous. I think people are going to get lax and complacent with this COVID-19 shit because we can't see it. And then the government goes, oh, the curve has flattened. And then we go, oh, okay. So, like, it just dumb shit. Like, in fucking New South Wales, I'm going to get back to the fucking movie. Forgive me. Manly Beach in New South Wales. It's like one of the pumping beaches that tourists would go to fucking check out. And they have that and Bondi Beach. You may have heard of those places. Definitely if you're an Aussie, but, you know, if you're from somewhere else, they're really popular beaches to go to. Now, we've got the fucking Rona going on, you know, the little fucking Rizzy Rona killing people, and people were fucking swamping these beaches like it was a normal summer day, fucking throwing the ball around, all swimming together, surfing together, fucking petri dish. That shit's bullshit. Shit, I'm swearing a lot. Sorry. It's so funny, you know, I've got a fucking gutter mouth, and I do, and I can totes control it. But I think a while ago, it was like for ages with and the other podcast I used to do, I didn't swear for about 100 episodes, and it was having to monitor myself because I always feel like I'm talking to friends. And if I'm talking to my friends, I'm going to use the language that I want to use, even though I can chuck, you know, massive words behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so they're fucking swamping these beaches, you know, Ronering it up, fucking don't even bother about the fucking, you know, suntan cream, just fucking rub the Rona, and so they close the beaches. So the curve flattens, so they tell us. And then they go, we're going to reopen the beaches for personal exercise, 2 people together, but you got to fucking stand the Rona distance away from each other, which over here is 1.5 meters, or basically, you know, a wingspan of your arms. And it's fucking doable, okay? And, you know, for you non-metric people, which is pretty much just the US and I think Mexico, it's like, oh Christ, it's like 4 foot, maybe 4.5, 5 foot. That's not hard to stay that far away from people. Open the beaches up to allow people to still get fucking fresh air, to see the ocean, which if you live in a landlocked area, the ocean's fucking amazing. It's a force of nature. It's beautiful. The sound's amazing. The smell's amazing. The fresh air from it's amazing. So they open the beaches back up. Straight away, all these fuckheads start fucking sunbathing and running around, fucking swamping each other. I don't get what it is. It's like fucking flies on shit. Open the beach up. They fuck it up for themselves. The beaches get closed again. But, you know, the fucking Rizzy Rona's done its rounds again. I don't get it. I'm at a loss. I knew I was lifting my hands and you couldn't see them, so I had to emphasize. Oh, I don't get it. It just blows my mind and upsets me. Because the more people fuck up and do dumb shit, the more the government, I think, in this case, is justified in going, you know what? You're a bunch of fucking children. We told you to go outside and play, but don't talk to strangers. And look what you've done. Fucking playground's closed. It's going to get worse. So, you know, if you're in an area that isn't on a lockdown, respect everyone's space. If you're a jogger, something I did read, if you like to jog, and fair enough, I don't. I'm fucking unfit. I'm not going to run. I've got a fucked knee. But if you're a jogger, stay even further away from people. Because, 1, you breathe in deeper because you're running, and 2, you exhale more because you're running. They reckon that the potential spread radius for COVID, from the COVIDs, is about doubled if you're running. Plus you're sweating, you're more mucus. You're a fucking biological bomb. But still keep running because it's good for you. But just keep your distance from other people. Seriously, I mean, I know you're watching because you know I stick to the fucking point. I think I just spent like 8 minutes talking about the fucking COVIDs. All right, so check this out. I'm going to read the back of it and then we're going to talk about it. In the sleepy small town of Centerville, something's not quite right. The moon hangs large and low in the sky, the hours of daylight are becoming unpredictable, and animals are beginning to exhibit unusual behaviour. No one foresees the strangest and most dangerous repercussions that will start plaguing the town. The dead don't die. They rise from their graves and savagely attack and feast on the living, and the citizens must battle for their survival. Right, did you like the words? I loved it. Okay, like I said though, I watched it on a plane and I laughed and enjoyed it. When it came out, I thought I want to own it. I'll tell you one thing that's starting to piss me off though. Seriously, you're fucking paying $30 for a fucking DVD and they can't even fucking print a picture on the disc. It's just this fucking blue shit. Marks down for that. Marks down. this movie doesn't take itself at all seriously. It's a ponderous movie. It's like I said, it's very much like Fargo in its slow, subtle humor approach. The movie breaks the fourth wall a couple of times, which I love. If you don't know what that means, it simply means that at certain points during the time, the movie will acknowledge that it's a movie. There is a funny scene. No, I'll wreck it if I say that. I'll wreck the first 2 seconds. So there's a song that's been written for this movie called The Dead Don't Die, and it plays during the opening. And then you see Bill Murray and Adam Driver. They're two of the cops in this sleepy old town. And they turn on their radio and the same fucking song plays again. And Bill Murray goes, "Oh, I think I've heard this song before." And Adam Driver looks over him and goes, "Well, that's because you have." Really? Yeah, it's the theme song to the movie. See? It's cool. So I laughed the whole way through it. It was just a subtle humor. The zombie effects are good. It just doesn't take itself seriously. It's funny, but yeah, it's slow paced. Some people won't like it. I watched it when I got back home with friends who sat there silent for almost the whole movie. And I just thought to myself, you don't fucking understand fine cinema. But no, I think I should warn you. Not everyone will think it's as funny as I did. But everyone had fun doing it. It was enjoyable to watch. You could tell they were having fun doing it. And I think it's a banger. It is a banger. It warrants multiple views. It's just ponderous. If that's the best way of describing it, I think it just ponders its way through. It doesn't go too fast. The zombies don't go too fast. And they had a unique take on the zombies as well. So it was a pretty cute way of reanimating the dead with a difference. At the end of the day, zombies will be zombies, will be zombies, will be zombies. There was some creative zombie killing. There is... Also, with the zombies as well, they had a good take on reducing, they say, strong horror violence. Yes and no. Yes, it needs its MA rating, but it is pretty harmless when it comes to the gore factor on attacking the zombies. I won't tell you why, but you will get to see that for yourself. The soundtrack is good. I enjoyed it. It really fit the movie, which, it's fucking meant to, but it doesn't always work out that way. You'll hear so much of The Dead Don't Die all the way through, but trust me, it's worth hearing it a lot of times because it's tied in really thoughtfully and nicely. I look at this movie and it puts a smile on my face even looking at it. It's it will probably be a cult classic more than a mainstream classic. It won't be a mainstream classic. But yeah, as a cult classic, I'm stoked I've got a copy, for as long as we fucking play. I said fuck like so many times then. As much as we can play Blu-ray movies, because who knows, technology is moving so fast now. Hopefully players play these for a long time to come. I think if you get a copy, get a copy. If you can't get a copy, at least watch it. See what you think. But yeah, I'm stoked I've got this. It's a quirky, fucking cool little movie that I don't think we'll see a lot of copies out in the wild of. I don't think it's going to do well, unless there's people who are big fans of this. Most of my guys at work really enjoyed it. One or two didn't. They were wrong. But for the most part, this is a banger of a movie. It's a different sort of zombie movie. It doesn't take itself at all seriously. And like I said, it breaks that fourth wall beautifully. And there is a Star Wars reference in there. So it's really cool. You'll enjoy it. Like the little nits and picks, if you're listening carefully, you'll get a real buzz out of it. It's just a good time. I've probably said that several times now. The only thing, if you're going to buy the Blu-ray, I did find personally the extras are just fucking trash. They're just not very well done. A lot of thought's been put into them. They look like they've just been banged on there because someone expected them to have extras. So if you never watch them, it's not going to be the end of the world because the movie itself is worth your purchase for your stream, or get a mail order fucking physical copy of it. I hope you're all well. I'm going to piss off now because I've spoken way too long about too much shit. 20 minutes in, and I've got to add a little intro. Get in touch with the show, thegrowngamers@gmail.com. Visit us on Facebook, The Grown Gamers Podcast. Go on YouTube and look for The Grown Gamers, and you will find me, and I'll find you. Talk to me, please. Please. Catch you later. Take care.